Hi guys, so it is the beginning of December. That means I've been in this fantastic country for approximately 4 months now. Now throughout these videos I've gotten a little bit of guff, mostly from Australians, for not having enough nice things to say about the country and being a little bit too negative, a little bit too whingy. So the focus of today's video mainly is going to be things that you might not have known about the country. Some of them are going to be interesting facts and some are going to be mundane, boring things that only I find interesting, but you're going to listen to those ones too. First up is the ibis bird. Now when you first see these birds, you're gonna go, oh, that's kind of a cool bird. Look, it's following me. Yeah, it's gonna follow you. It's gonna steal your fucking sandwiches. It's gonna eat your loaves of bread and it's gonna attack you if you don't give it to them. They're like gnarly black beaks that are like as long as bananas, and they're probably fucking guide your soul to the underworld and fly away with your little babies. Those things are assholes. And it's not like you're gonna see one or two of these things. They're everywhere. They're like bloody pigeons. You turn around, there's an ibis bird. There's a flock of seagulls, there's an ibis bird. They're creepy. They fly. They look like little bats that the witch from the Wizard of Oz sent up with her flying monkeys to come kill frickin' what's-her-face, Dorothy. God damn, I hate these birds. And I fucking love birds. I have a bird at home. I listen to these freaking cockatoos and they go, ah, ah, ah. It's the loudest, most annoying noise you'll ever hear in your entire life, and it goes on for hours, but I still love cockatoos. Anyways, the next thing people probably aren't going to tell you about is house spiders. Everybody assumes there's going to be a black widow or a recluse or something poisonous trying to kill you, but that's simply not the case. I've only come across 1 or 2 poisonous spiders since I got here, one being in the house, but he's more scared of me than I am of him, so I just let him live. I am in the bush right now, so this is a little bit of an exception. But in Sydney, in Melbourne, in Brisbane, all the big cities, you're still going to get house spiders. At least 4 of them, probably every room. In your shower, definitely. Always there. Here, out in the bush, in central Queensland, yeah, I have them under every desk, attached to my bed, laying eggs every night. I check for a spider in my bed. Every second night, there is a spider in my bed. I wake up with bites, probably not from spiders, but from spider food, which means there's spiders in my bed still. But you know one of the upsides to being in the bush in the middle of nowhere with a million spiders? No ibis birds. So I thought we might go for a little house hider stunt. House hider stunt, yes. Okay, so one house spider, 2 house spider, 3 house spider, and we're walking, and we're walking. 4 and 5 house spider, Oh, there's a nice one. 6 spider, And this is where the black widow lives, but he likes to hide. She, I should say. So we'll count that as 7 house spiders. There's another black guy that lives down here. Here's some good ones. I lost count. But enough ranting about creepy animals. I actually like quite a few of the creepy animals here. There's cane toads, there's frogs, and there's geckos that run around the house and eat these big gross black beetles that fly around. They're awesome. But on to something else. Borax. Now this is a very popular brand of beer, especially in Queensland, and it comes with handy, fun trivia underneath the cap. Now some of these are actually pretty interesting and informative. We have, where did Australia finish in the medal tally in the 1956 Melbourne Olympics? 3rd. In what year was the cane toad introduced to Australia? 1935. What is the world's largest fish? Whale shark. What is a group of jellyfish called? A smack. Those aren't 80% of the questions you get, though. Usually you end up with questions about cricket. I don't keep those caps because they're about cricket. So, you know, come to Australia and see for yourself. buy some Forex, answer some questions, gain intelligence while you do stupid things. Now on to one of the most popular questions I've gotten since I got here. Do the toilets really flow in the opposite direction in Australia? This is a harder question to answer than you might think, because what they probably didn't tell you is the toilets only fill up about this much. It's a water-saving program that Australia does. They have half flush buttons and full flush buttons. They're very water conscious because 80% of the time you're here, it's a frickin' drought. But I'll take you and you can judge for yourself. So on to some incredibly intelligent questions that I've gotten from my friends. Oh cool, you're in Australia? Awesome. Do you see kangaroos everywhere, like deer? You know how we see deer everywhere? Do you see kangaroos like that too? Or are they not everywhere? You know how people think we have polar bears everywhere in Canada? Yeah. Is it like that, or are they like deer? Hi. Yes. Kangaroo are like deer. At least they're more like deer than polar bears, if I am to understand what you're saying. Yeah. So I hear all the guys in Australia are like assholes. Chauvinistic, treat their women like crap. Kinda if you go out at night, are you gonna get raped or something? Or is it okay to go out? I don't want to be a dick or anything, I just, No, guys are not all complete assholes. I'm sure there are Australian rapists, but they're not flooding the streets at night. I think the Canadian government website actually advises against walking alone at night if you're a woman, but I haven't run into any problems. A few racists though, but to be honest, you see where they're coming from. I mean, probably 60% of the Australian citizens are Asian now, and about 80% of those don't speak English, and I'd say another 80% of those decide to go into the customer service industry and work at transit information booths, where their solution to your question is to yell at you in Korean and then point in random directions, as if that is helpful. I love Asians, but if you're not going to speak the language, just stack shelves somewhere, or cook some food, or do something that doesn't require direct contact to people, because you are just fueling the fire. If you guys have any more questions worth answering, or even not worth answering, just ask, I'll answer. You probably won't get made fun of since I've used the only two voices that I can do to make fun of the previous questions. So you'll probably just get a straight answer. Woo! One thing one of my friends brought up that I forgot to mention, a little bit interesting, they don't have a lot of fruit pie here. You're going to see a lot of pie stores, but they're not going to have fruit pie. Fruit pie here is hard to find, and when you do find it, it's disgusting, so just make your own fruit pie. However, the meat pies are like crack. They're so good. So good. So if you're missing anything from back home, just go eat a pie. They're really good. 80% of the time. 75% of the time. If you don't go to gas stations, those are a little iffy. But yeah, just go eat a pie. They're good. If you're a vegetarian, it's just why? What are you doing with your life? You're missing the most delicious parts of the world. It's just I can't. So a few people have been asking me to say things in Australian. Now, first off, think about that question, and then ask it again. Now, if you're referring to the accent, no. I can't do the accent. My mom seems to think I'm picking up a bit of an accent because when I talk to her on the phone, apparently I say the ends of my words up an octave, and everything goes up at the end of all of my sentences, which to me sounds a bit Irish, not too Australian, and, no. G'day, mate. I'm sorry for that. That's all you get today. I hope it was kind of informative, and these will get less boring as I have practice with them, I promise. I am so sorry to my friends and family that feel obligated to sit through the entire duration of my 10-minute videos and listen to me rant. So there will be an improvement. Just hold tight. I'll leave you with a video of a pretty common problem that you're sure to run into if you visit Central Queensland.
This is my daughter in Hello, baby. Baby. Hello, Breaker. I'll just send him a photo. Hello, baby. You charge my car, otherwise I'll be.
He won't charge your car.
No, he said.
He's just
Hello, big fella.